If you're in a healthy relationship with a man, can you stitch this video and talk about it?
Hey, lovely viewer. Welcome back to Comfort for Life.
Excited to have you, amazing viewer. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up for my returning subscribers, and love and appreciate your love and support for my content. Let's dive into today's video. To start as well, I want to mention that this question stems from the point of doubt. I had shared the video here and I'll be linking it in the comment section for you. I saw the necessity to bring this video here because there are black women who are increasingly expressing doubt about the possibility of having healthy relationship with black men, and this is unfortunate because they even generalize this to all men. But we'll be here to listen to the few stitches of the people who have reacted to this, and this doubt stems from various reasons that I will just list a few of them. This might include the historical context, also societal influences and personal experiences. Before we go further, let's listen to the few stitches that I put together. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section kindly, guys. I love interacting.
I'm stuck in the algorithm on TikTok where it's just a bunch of horror stories from women and men with bad behavior, and many of my relationships reflect that dynamic too. But I believe in love and I want love still, and I know I'm not alone. I know how important it is when you're trying to attract something new into your life to find examples of other people who have that thing. And so this is my attempt to find examples and to get some healing. And I think it would be healing for a lot of other women too, who are still looking for love in spite of all that they've been through. So anything that you're comfortable sharing would be great, from how you met to what you love about them to what the dynamic of your relationship is like, what they do for you, what you do together. If you've ever had a big argument and how you've gotten through it, like anything that you want to share. And if you think your story is too boring to share, you're probably exactly who we need to be hearing from.
Not only am I in a healthy relationship with a man, I'm in a healthy relationship with a black, attractive, high-earning man. I think that's important to note because a lot of black women, especially who want and to desire to marry a black man, feel like they might have to settle. And no, you don't. I have been with Jonathan 6 years. We got married 3 months ago. And when I tell you that I have never once, since we've been together, had to worry about who I was going to get with him. If I had to give him a nickname, I would call him Mr. Follow Through.
I'm in a healthy relationship with the black man of my dreams. He is kind, he is enterprising, he is generous, he is faithful. And most importantly, he is my very best friend. Period. Successful relationships can be described as just that. That's your boring best friend. The key to staying in a healthy relationship is find someone that likes you. Not the show you put on, not the part that you use to attract other people, but someone who genuinely likes you. Someone who you can sit on the floor with, crisscross applesauce, laugh until your eyes are tearing up, and have that same person also be the person to console you during your very worst days. I think in the beginning of a relationship, we really prioritize romance and courtship and dating and vacations and flashiness. But the best, most long-sustaining relationships, the most long-term relationships that I know, are people that have wonderful companionship. A partner is reliable, they're loyal, they're supportive. I am my partner's comfort, I am my partner's peace, I am my partner's #1 fan. And vice versa.
My man, he love me. I am definitely in a healthy relationship with a black man. He has single-handedly destroyed every thought I had about men. If I call him, he's answering. It's no such thing as a second ring. Last year, when I developed like some of the worst anxiety, he was there every step of the way. It doesn't matter if he was at work. It doesn't matter if he was with his family. He's running to me. And cheating, I got the phone codes. I got the codes to his iPad. I got the codes to his laptop. I got the codes to his desktop. He even pays the rent. The only thing he wants from me is to develop my company and to sit in my feminine energy, and I accept it. He's always willing to learn. He always is willing to communicate, and I'm just so grateful. And I want y'all to stop lying about these black men, because there are good ones.
So I wasn't even gonna make this video because I feel like sometimes when you share your happiness, people be hating on you. But I also was like, no, you need to share your hope as well, because a lot of people message me and they're like, how do you get a man that loves you the way that your husband loves you? And I'm like, first of all, we manifest that. So I have a whole list that I manifested of my husband, and I met him a year to date. But secondly, they come like that. And like, it might blow your mind, but there are men out there that want to treat their women with love, and not even just like random love, but the love that you like. They want to love you how you desire to be loved. So when I met my husband, we only knew each other for 23 days. We actually met in a crazy situation on a reality show, but that's a whole different story. And after 23 days of kind of like chaos, he made up in his mind. He was like, I know that's my wife, so why wait? I'm just gonna propose the next time I see her. So he proposed to me on national television, and everybody was like, yo, this man is crazy. Like, they're gonna flop, they're gonna last 20 days. And here we are 5 years later, married with a baby and a baby on the way. And it's crazy because this man's love for me has not waned. Like, he still treats me like the first day we met. We communicate about things. It's not a dictatorship. A lot of people look at my life and they're like, oh, you're a stay-at-home wife, he must control you. No, this man has made me partners on his businesses. He allows me to consult. He said, baby, if you want to do anything, I'm here to support you. If you want to work, great, I'm there for you. If you don't want to work, great, I'm there for you. I just want you to do what your heart desires. And that blows my mind, because most men think of women as property, and that's what I dealt with before. Like, I was literally your typical trophy wife, as they say. I dated, athletes and men who thought of women as just somebody who should be like beautiful by your side. And my value was placed so much like on my physical. It was crazy. And since I've been with him, like, I have realized like how messed up I was. Like, I'm like, hey baby, like, do you like the way I look? Do you like this? And he's like, I just love you. And that's like, what? Like, so for all the girls that are like emotionally damaged from the men that you've had in the past, stand strong, stand on business, write down exactly what you want. And I mean exactly, like, because God be playing. Like, he sent me what I was writing down on those lists. And then every year I had to go back to the drawing board and add more to the list, but add exactly what you want on the list. And then stop. Be in your season of selfishness. Be in your season of solitude, and then wait for God to place that person in your life. Like, I never thought I would meet my husband, the man that I love, on a reality show randomly. Like, what? God really did his thing. And it's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. Like, let me tell you this, I didn't compromise on anything looks-wise either, because the people are like, oh, just go for the ugly ones. Nope, try that. They were ugly inside and out. I got my man. He's tall, he's dark, he's handsome, he's rich. Like, there's so many things. Y'all can just have the world. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I am very blessed that I'm in a healthy relationship, very blessed that I'm with a man that loves me dearly. But I just believe that, like, they're not lost. They're there. If a man wants to do something, he will do something. If he wants to provide for you, he'll provide for you. Right now, my man is sitting here listening to me make this video because I'm hungry, and he's waiting for me to be done talking so he can put me some food in the microwave. Isn't that so sweet? Like, come on. So I'll come in agreement with y'all that you guys are gonna find the man of your dreams. But y'all need to start putting yourself first. You need to start loving yourself, having standards. And then when you find a man that's willing to love you and he asks you how you need to be loved, y'all need to know what to say. So I knew my love language was active service. I knew exactly what I wanted. I had my standards and I was ready to go. So anyways, okay, I just wanted to give you all that hope.
But when I saw this video, I couldn't help myself but to share my story. I hope me by sharing my story will inspire some young lady to never settle for anything and anybody. I met my husband during one of the most darkest times in my life. I moved to Seattle after calling off a wedding. So 4 weeks before my wedding, I found out at the time that my partner was cheating on me and got his coworker pregnant. And when I actually found out this through Skype at the time when Skype was a thing. And I remember calling my mom and I'm like, hey, the wedding is off. Tell your people everything is off. And instead of the community rallying around me, I remember the ladies in the community questioning me like, why would you want to call off a wedding? All men cheat. This man is like helping you with school. At the time, I was going to school to become a dentist, and my ex was helping me financially with school. And I was just like, wait, they're more concerned about that than actual my well-being, for the future, And now looking back and doing a lot of work with myself, they did not know any better, But I used those people in my life as an example of what I didn't want to have for my future. I knew I deserved better, but I did not know what that looked like. Until now, I know what I wanted. But I moved to Seattle, and I just wanted to be somewhere where nobody knew my name or knew anything about me, and just wanted to start my life over. I met my husband, Michael, and I remember him and I being friends. And I'm like, man, whoever's going to marry this man is going to be one blessed woman. Because just the way he is, like all the qualities of a partner, he got it. Like, he got it. At the time, I did not know that it was actually going to be me. Me and Mike and I ended up being friends. He ended up dating somebody else, and that relationship did not work out. And I'm glad Mikey and I's relationship did not go the way it did in the beginning, because if him and I would have dated when we met, it would have never worked out. Mikey needed to have his heart broken because he has never had his heart broken until that relationship happened in his life. So now, he's more understanding of how people can be very evil. So for me, when him and I reunited, I knew he was my person. I think at the time we both knew we were meant for each other. But I remember early on in our relationship when we started dating, and I was at work and I was getting ready to move out of my old apartment into a new apartment. And he texts me, he's like, hey, I'm at your house. I brought my truck. I'm going to help you move when you get off work. But when I got off work, I found out that he already packed up my apartment, moved everything into my new place, cleaned up my apartment, and turned in the keys for me. I knew I was gonna be so silly if I let this man go. And it's just like little things that he does for me, and I don't know, it just makes me so happy, like a little girl, like get butterflies and whatnot. And I never saw any healthy relationship growing up. And just the way he communicates with me, the way he loves me, the way he respects me, just the way he worships the ground I walk on. If you meet my husband, Michael, you have basically met me. Like, the way he talks about me, you would think that I am the queen of the universe. Like, there's nobody else exists like me. It's just the way he talks life into me. I remember I was working a job that I really absolutely did not like. And I came home one night. Not one night. I came home in the morning early and I was like, hey, I quit my job. And he's like, okay, girl, what are you gonna do next? And I was like, I'm gonna open up my clothing boutique because he knew this is something I've always wanted to do. And he's like, okay, let's do it. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, let's do it. I kid you not, the next day, him and I went down the street, got some little cheap racks, went to Ross and got some mirrors, and these racks and mirrors were silver, and he knows that I love gold, so we spray painted them gold like the whole entire night. He found a chandelier on Craigslist from some old lady who's like 101, and she was going to a nursing home, and that chandelier has been in her family for years. And she met my husband and she's like, you know what, you deserve this. And she gave him an extra one for free because she just loved him so much. And this man came back, put it in my store before we even opened. Put it in my store, and we had the door wide open, and some ladies came in while we were fixing up the place, and they're like, are you guys open? And we're like, no. In my head, I'm like, no. And Mikey over there putting the chandelier, he's like, yeah, how can I help you? And literally like used some divider to have a fitting room for them, and they bought like $700 worth of stuff. And he's like, well, I guess you're open, there you go. And it's just like the way he speaks life into me, making me feel like I can conquer any and everything in this life. Okay, like me and him come from totally different backgrounds. Of course, we're also different race. And I remember early on in our relationship finding out that some of his family members does not agree with our relationship, and he looked at me and he said, you're my family. Whatever these people say, don't ever let that get to your head, because you're my family, and I would do any and everything to make sure that you're protected and taken care of. And to this day, Mikey and I have been married for almost 8 years. I believe it. The way this man makes me feel, it's out of this world. God forbid something ever happened in this life, I can truly say that I have experienced true, genuine love. That unconditioned doesn't come with some consequences or some hidden agendas. It's just pure love. The way he loves me, the way he loves my siblings, the way he loves my mom. Like, we have been through so much together in our relationship. I remember when my sister passed, and the way he handled the whole situation of making sure my sister had a very beautiful funeral and send off, and it's just I can't put it into this. I can't put it into words, and I hope and pray that one day you guys can also get to experience true, genuine love from somebody that just loves you for who you are. And I'm not gonna cry on Beyonce's internet, okay? But I just had to share a little bits of my story, because it's, when I look back on my life and the relationship I've been through, I'm glad I went through all the stuff that I went through to be where I am at. Mikey is my person. I can lose everything in this world, and if I have this man besides me, I can conquer anything. I can regain everything and more with him, because this man, that's the homie. That's my person. That is my person, and I'm forever grateful. I can talk on and on and on about him, but I just had to share this with you guys.
I hope this video was very helpful to you. If you're a black woman watching this, what is your experience? Share your thoughts kindly. Let's make this interactive. You can help somebody if you share your thoughts. So one of the ways to get rid of this, to eradicate this wrong perception that black women have on their men, is to have more of this. Have more of this open dialogue, self-reflection. Also, having a support group, this can provide a lot of guidance to individuals who want to cultivate a positive relationship with black men. But also, it's important for us to understand that our stories are different. Our stories are different, and everyone has their own path in life. And don't generalize others' stories to you, because not everyone's story can apply to your life. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that you spent your precious time with me. Goodbye for now.